to the end of Minecraft, where, let's see. I've had a couple of thoughts. One, what do I have left to do? Done. Done. Build a house. So, I think we get flower pots from clay. I don't know if there's another way to get them. I'll have to find out. We have clay, though. We can make it happen. We need to do all that. We have that. We have that on the list over there to build a house. Don't have dogs to check. All done. Potions. All right, fine. Can't do that. Done and done. So, yeah, about the only thing we really need to worry about here, can I have that? Is build a potion thing. 12 potions. I'll just make a note so we remember. We can do that in the village as far as getting a brewing stand. These, I've been thinking about it, are the same thing. Because Midas is, in fact, gives us bowling balls. So, let's just say sort Midas, and we'll call that a thing. Anything else we want to do? We can do gravel. We have gravel. We have enough. Let me show you something. We have, that's weird. I got that from a trader. We have 2.5 stacks of dirt, which aren't really spoken for. Actually, I have more than that, because I have this. I can probably pull this up real quick, because I've been meaning to. Oh, hell. Give me something to put down. Give me, there. Save the water. That can just be filled in. I'll need one more of these, apparently. Yeah, we're done with this sort of thing, because we now have, did I get 4 dirts? Okay. So we have that much dirt, in fact. We have probably a need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm hurrying.
Okay. Because I think I've been up for a while. Anyway, I'll have to see what I have for gravel in the world, and it might be in different places now. We have enough dirt, at least, to say that we have dirt, and we can move on from there later if we want to make more. I don't know what you're doing.
I was getting rid of the leaves so I could get more wood and...
Anyway, we have enough dirt. We could probably start turning gravel directly into arrowheads and get fletchers who want to buy sticks immediately, at least some of the time. And also feathers in the long term. What I'm thinking about that, though, is we're out of space. That village is done. So I might actually talk about expanding the village, and there's a couple of ways to do that as a concept. And then there's a couple of ways per concept to do either. So I'm going to, parenthetically say villages in there. I have 8 gravel in here, but we do have some in the world somewhere, I'm sure of it. We could do that. Let me ditch. Oh, I don't know if did I record this being a thing? This is done. So we have, a full set of pumpkins here. We have some melons. We have Silk Touch here well, you saw me get it. I got this. So we have that as an, and then we have potatoes, which are just perplexing because they don't look like they used to. I think these are probably done, but I'm never sure. These I'm getting the hang of. They're not black-tipped anymore. They just look like this when they're done. That one's not, as an example. Yeah, what we could do, because this is full, but part of what it's full of, and I've just never really bothered having them for a reason, is we have an entire rear wall of fishermen. There's like 31 of them. And I think I've talked to like 2 of them, maybe. So we could probably replace about half of these barrels with fletcher thingies. And trade in sticks when we get them, and eventually feathers since we have the chickinator. I might do that real quick, but by real quick I mean, A, I've got to go get this stuff, and B, convert it with, I think I got, in the end, I got a, Fortune 1. Great. That's the one. Oh, this is down to 179 uses left. That'll be, I can spring that anytime. Where the hell do I go to the nether from? There it is. Let's go see what gravel we have in the world, because I should have some in here.
I am stocking up on wood because...
We'll need a bit for the thing, but also, yeah, we're going to talk sortings. Nuts system. Then we're going to need some for boxes and things. That might be, like, next episode, because, unless I hit pause for many minutes to get some stuff together, that'll, it's going to be a sec. So, yeah, I think, well, let me get gravel A for one thing. Which should be, this is like quartz and stuff. That's quartz, that's string, that's soul sand, that's bricks. In here is general jammed up, oh, it's actually not, stuff. So we have there almost 3 stacks of gravel handy, which is enough. And then stuff coming in. The thing with sorting here, and I don't know why the hell that would be in there, but it is. The thing with sorting is like 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. I guess we get magma cream, so we can make magma blocks if we want. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What else do we have? 10, 11, and then gravel is 12. So at least 13 slots, one of them being a junk box, because you can't really sort. One thing, these are different kinds of boots, and then the books don't stack. So I would say at least and then those, a dozen, oh, maybe more, because I don't, would we call these things junk? Because they only stack to 16, so they're hard to make work in a sorting system. It's not impossible, but it's weird. That might be something we have to do differently. That might just be junk, even though we might get a few. But that's what I'm saying, is we get these so we don't have to worry about an Enderman dropper, really. So let's just call it, I don't know, let's call it like, well, and then we also have that. We can do sorting, so we can separate meat from gold and be able to work with stuff a little bit. Did I get more gravel while I was here? I wasn't watching. Don't see any. Nah. Okay, so whatever. Go somewhere that isn't slabbed so I can do something. And we'll get some arrowheads. Because, yeah, we have enough dirt to live on for a while. We have wood, of course. And then we have barrels that are just needless where they are at the moment. So let me out really quickly. Let me overheat everything. Yeah, if you want to get me... I think I'm just going to make 16 fletcher thingies, and I think those are 2 arrowheads each, so I basically technically only need 32 arrowheads. Which, I guess, you know, if we're going to play it that way, I'll just do this. Did I get that shovel? Let's just arrowhead this stuff. Because I think with Fortune 3 I get it every time. And 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I guess there's a number there, isn't there? I hope I'm not close enough to anything these things can land on. Yep, arrowhead's good. Yeah, fletchers are really sort of unsung. I mean, they're pretty useful thing. Do I want... I might only want 64. I'm trying to think. I think it's 4 and 2, so this should be enough. Yeah, that's 16 right there. You can have this that I didn't ask for, and sticks I'm stuck with. Let me have these. Let me go do this on the outside where I don't have to... I mean, either way, I have to go around the back to make this work at some point. But this will be a little more veneer. I'll end up where I want to be. So if I replace... Because we've only talked to a couple of fishermen that I know of. So if we put these in, we should reassign 16 fishermen to be fletchers without... Okay, thanks. Without hurting anything at all. so if I do this, I'm not hitting villagers trying to put them in, which is helpful. Did I got half of those back, so let me go in and get them. I just heard something that sounded like a bow.
Yeah, it was already making the arrow noises.
That was weird. Let me grab up some rebuild material. While I'm here, I'll just, because we don't really have a monster factory to swap things in. We have one in the end, or the nether, probably in the end too, if you count the end cities. But okay, so that's all done. And if we go back here, by now, there will be barrels on the ground for me. Should be 8 more. Yeah, there's one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So some of you guys should have little trilbies. You want me to buy arrows, which, okay, sticks, so I don't have that many sticks on me, but it's a thing. Fisherman stick. And then some of these guys, here, I have a chart somewhere on the other screen, and I honestly don't see it right now. Why don't I see it? Did something get moved around? That's weird, I just don't see it. Hang on. I'm trying to move stuff around and, like, doing things. Where the hell is it?
I don't know.
I wasn't expecting to not have this.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't matter. The point is that some percentage of the fletch, I'll find it at some point. It's like 114 trades or something, and I don't see it anymore. I may have downloaded something to the desktop and it's replaced it or moved it or budged it. A percentage of them will want feathers, and we have this chickinator, which is producing feathers for us as a matter of course. So, you know, we have those to work with. We have chicken on this side, which we have butchers. I don't think we have those, actually. We can do that, too. Feathers here we can trade in. The barrels I can just put somewhere, perhaps. Ish. Put them in there. Surplus gravel, I guess I'll put where I would expect it. Do I have room in there for this? I don't know. Ew, not a lot. Like, barely. You know, I have more of these than I'll ever need. Honestly, I'll just stash these somewhere, not there. Keep a stack of them in case, but... What happened? Oh, neat. These can go... Apparently there. Okay. Eat a food, apparently. Yeah, as far as... Well, they're gonna go to bed in a sec, but let me... How many sticks do we just have? Oh. Okay. Those 8 aren't gonna help me very much. Take a nap, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we could expand... As far as expanding the village, there's options about that. One is we could just build a whole nother one. And at that point we can optionally either move a couple of existing villagers, like with a boat, or just cure more zombies, which I don't mind doing if we have the materials, and these days we have that. So, did you just give me like more sticks? Okay, cool. That would be weird.
Maybe accidentally?
Yeah, that's what I assumed it'd be accidentally. So you got a plan. You were conniving all along. There's a guy with a trilby. Hang on a sec.
I'm a bit interested in trying out my weird idea about building a village on top of a village. Yeah,
that's I'm thinking toward that. I don't know. I mean, I keep thinking it's something we could try. He's got a bow for us. And he wants arrowheads, so I'm there. Free money for that. You just have to, you know, chop them up first.
Yes, on the subject of free money, I should mend my axe, and is there anything you need me to just...
Oh, I've got an iron, and how bad is it? You can get your own iron. It'll be faster if you get your own. I'll just unload mine.
I was just thinking I could build up some money, and then if there's anything I need to, you know, panic buy...
Well, you know, Purell. No, I don't know. Nothing comes to mind.
Could use some redstone.
Redstone would be always good. Buy redstone. Buy into redstone stonks. That'd be awesome.
Sell iron, buy redstone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, oh. Damn it to hell. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, in theory, the one downside, well, the possible downside, I'll get to the possible downside. The one certain downside is if we built a village on top of this, a second city of Troy, in exactly the same way, we would get more iron guys, but a few of them really might land on, in fact, almost... We might have to rethink how we kill them, because they're going to land on the cactus, which means we might not get their stuff. Now, the upside to that, if it's called that, is we don't need to... Are we missing an armor stand? Why is it missing? What happened?
I don't know.
That's weird. We're getting enough iron now that I don't really care if we don't get some. I mean, it's all the way up to here, right? Yeah, see, that's bad. That's not even going to drain until something comes in. It's just weird that way. Because the redstone holding this stuff in place to make that work is locks that too. It's just locks this, really. And there's more coming in. So yeah, we could talk about building another one above it and basically just assuming all the iron guys we get will be iron guys we don't get as far as their stuff. I don't care that much unless it somehow prevents us from getting it from down here. We could also just try to think of a different way to kill them. There are other ways. Some of them technically a little faster than what we have going on. Like we could drop them down far enough that they're out, you know, they don't have a problem. And since they're dropping it from above, we just have... I don't really have anything to illustrate this, but down a few, you know, instead of... We can patch it to that, it's not a problem, but pillar down a bit, which you can do in a couple of ways. And have sticky pistons that just mush in something to drown them in cobblestone, basically. And we can just put it on a timer so that, you know, the ones that are in there get mushed until they die. The ones that aren't in there yet land on the hopper, on the piston thingies, but when they retract, they fall in anyway. It's not a big deal. That's certainly a way to do it, and it would allow us to stack this up to basically 255 if we really wanted to. It would be a project, every level. My other concern, and I don't know because I haven't tried this yet, is if we built another one above these wood, and, you know, let's say we do that. We build a whole other one. Let's say we build whatever we're talking about. And again, I don't have the thing. I don't know where the hell it is. However many types of villages there are, if we could have them all at this point, I'm not sure. Maybe. If each level had its own... If this were all librarians, and above it were all farmers, and above it were all clerics, and above it were all tool guys, etc. We could do that. I don't know, and if we put like stairs in it or something, just nothing will spawn on stairs, so those are safe to use. Would they go up to their jobs, however high in the sky that ends up being? Or would they get confused and eventually lock up? And I don't know the answer. I've never tried it. I'm really interested in finding out. I just don't know if I want to put in all that much effort if I'm wrong.
Well, they don't seem to get confused and lock up when they're in a village, you know, a naturally spawning one.
Yeah, but that's less vertical. We could totally try it. I don't see any reason not to. The basic, and again, we'd do it next time or so, but the basics on that would be if this is this tall, we put a real block above that, because head height, and then above that we would have the floor of the next village. Which at that point, I mean, especially if we're talking librarians and then one of the ones that we keep, you know, if this one goes, it's already 25% or so librarians in here. We could get these guys opened up enough to buy more glass, because we do have some, but I think we might have enough to add like one level. And that's if we don't alter this one, because right now they're up a level standing on slabs. That's what these are. So we might, it'd almost be easier just to abandon this and start all over with a new village somewhere and do it that way, because I don't know if we can modify this as easily as we could just make a whole new thing. And if we left this one alone, we know the iron production works, so maybe that's a thought. I don't know, we can talk about it. So, yeah, I'm thinking more villages, expand stuff, because why the hell not? As long as we're not in an ice biome where this ice happens, the system works just fine, and since everything beyond a certain point is plains, it could be anywhere. It doesn't even matter if it's pretty far away from us, we just go over there to instigate stuff, to bring it into the spawned, loaded chunks, whatever, and it works. be big, but we could just put it out on the farmland here. It's all plains at that point. As long as it's a little bit far away from that, like on the other side of this, would be great. So go over to here somewhere. Where birch forest, if we want bees. This is all plain, so if we start at this point, just call it right here. Go out diagonally 40 that way, and, you know, this would be a great place to... And then we could hopper, technically, we could hopper into the system we have, although we'd probably break it with all the iron we get. It's something to talk about. What?
Probably, yeah.
I just, you know, something I've been wanting for, well, I keep getting stuff I've been wanting. We have this now, which I love. I mean, you have to scroll down to it, of course, but since last Res 7, it's alphabetized now. And hilariously, 2 years ago yesterday, it's after midnight now. I have the whatever version was coming out there, 1.12, 1.13, whatever it was. When we got the, you click a map on a banner and it marks on the map where you are. I mentioned it, Facebook.com. It's like, we got this is cool. And we're now one step away from being able to do this with like a compass. And have the compass point to where you want to live, not where you spawned. We have that now. We don't have it here because I think it uses netherite, but we can click a compass on a anchor, whatever the hell it is. And that compass will always be married to the location until you break something that... So if you spawned here, and I think official... I don't know, we don't have a compass. I gotta have a compass. I don't have a compass. Let me have a compass. Just never made one. I don't know if the compass points to where we are or where we spawn, you know, the thing. I really don't... I have no idea. I'll know in a sec. Because I'm just curious now. So, yeah, I noticed. I'm going to make maps, which we're supposed to make anyway, so what the hell. This is pointing me that way, but I don't know why. I think it's because we spawned 500 meters from here.
Probably.
I'm really thinking so. Yeah, it's still pointing us back there. So, yeah, I mean, we're never over here. So what the hell is the compass going there for? We live here, it's a point. So, yeah, if we could do anchors. I really think they'll rely on netherite, though. It sounds right. And then we also have this new blackstone stuff I haven't even seen personally, but it's a thing that is cobblestone but in black, which sounds kind of neat. Sadly, so far as I know, if you can make tools out of it, like stone tools, but I think you still just get the basic... We don't have any. Basic, we really don't have any, but they look like that. You know, the stone, whatever the hell. The, how do we not have any stone tools left? Did we really throw them all out? We probably did. But you can make, well, here, I can just do that, yeah. So, like, stone axe, if you made this out of black stone, oh, yeah, it knows about it. So, but it looks like that, which is, yeah. It'd be neat if it looked, although it would probably look a lot like netherite tools, and that would sort of cause problems for people. Bedtime. So we have that project, which is huge, but we can talk about it. Sorting Midas is I'm going to need, call it 16 slots, because I'll use a couple for the Ziglin dropper that's giving us gold bits and meat and whatever else, which is the junk pile. 12 potions, we just have to, I don't even know what the 12 potions are. I know we've made one. Technically we have two if you count that fire resistance we keep getting for free. But, and then build a house, which is, that's why we have that, because I know you like the wood. That is wood. I mean, you can't burn it, but it's wood.
Yeah.
So it's a thing we could use, because you like teal or whatever the hell it is. Where are we on time now? 24? So, those are the projects that I have left in mind. And of course, we can always think up more stuff later, but that each of those, I mean, the potions is potentially the least difficult. Well, that's probably the least difficult. I could almost do it right now, but with 5 minutes left, it would be pretty tight. How much junk did you just give me, damn it? You keep giving me junk. Which, you know, at least we can unload sticks on some unwitting fletcher guy. So that's cool, and yeah, why the hell is my thing missing? I hate that my thing is missing. I have this list of stuff, and it's just not where I left it. I'm looking, and it's not there. I don't know why. I mean,
It looks weirdly like your...
it looks like I'm recording and then stuff, and I'm recording to this folder, and what the hell is missing? Which, no, it's gone.
Wait, there it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's where it got bumped over then. I don't know why the hell it got bumped over.
I'm having some problems with my icons too. So.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. So we have masons we don't have, which we could talk about, but I don't think it. You can buy bricks, but that's not how you make flower pots. I don't think so. That's awkward. We have now. What the hell am I looking for? I can't see anything. My eyes just don't work any that dark. Sticks we know. Then we got one guy up that bit string, which, you know, kind of almost replaces fishermen because that's about what they're good for. And then feathers, which we have oodles of now, so we could throw those in, and then we can buy crossbows and whatever stupid thing. Throw those at them, I don't know why. Cartographers, if we want to buy maps instead of making them, I don't see a lot of advantage. I mean, we could buy glass, turn it into this, and that just opens them up. What's the point? We have, you know, some of these guys all the way opened up. Those guys are not leather workers. Those are, buy saddles if we get one open enough. But we have leather coming in now from Midas. That's a thing. Shepherds, I'm trying to think if we even have any.
Oh, is that the purpose of the cauldron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think at this point all of these have purpose. You know, mulching, cooking something fast, storage really. You can put a book on that to read it instead of holding it. Cooking stuff fast. That now does netherite binding, I guess, which doesn't help us here, but it's a thing. That strips off enchantments to allow for, you know, clearing out stuff. What does that do? Can you even use that? Is it still not a thing?
I don't know.
That makes stairs with less material. That's a guy who potentially has stuff for us sometimes. Oh, I think I bought more jungle and dark oak. Let me go check. I know I'm right, but I'll go check. The reason I'm not sure is I don't know if it. No, I did. Yeah, I didn't know if I had to roll it back for something. It's been a while since I did that. So yeah, we have that. I'm gonna go check. I'm trying to think if the fletching table has a purpose yet. I'm not sure it has one. I can't think what it would do. It seems like it should do something, but I don't know what the hell it does.
I don't know. It doesn't serve the same purpose as the target block.
It does nothing. It's not a thing yet. But yeah, we have these we just got in 1.16. You basically take that, say, and netherite, which we're never likely to have in this map, and you make a netherite tool. These cook things faster than a basic oven. I don't think we have a butcher oven. I don't think we have butchers, which is stupid if we have chickens. So we can talk about... We're just going to want to build more villages. Or make a big a skyscraper village or something. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm willing to find out. Because why not? We'll make a whole new one. We'll leave this one alone because we know it works as it is. We'll build one over here out of like glass because we can do that. With a smashy system to kill the iron guys instead of using a cactus, because that really only works if they come in from the side, and they're not always going to. So we'll think up. That's weird looking. Why did nothing? I thought there was a missing pumpkin stalk. And then we can chop this down for your teal wood, which let's make a teal house for you because you dig that. I don't know why, but you're weird and you like it.
Or it could be a weird veiny house. I don't care.
Well, accent stuff, yeah. I mean, I kind of wish we had the other one too, but this is really all we were able to get.
Yeah.
Anything else? The other kind that you just need to... You need to start with the other kind of this stuff and bone meal it for the other kind of mushroom. We just don't have it. We'd have to either find a way down into the nether where we're not supposed to go, or cheat it in, and either way the word cheat is involved, so I don't think it's a good idea. We just won't do it. We'll have teal, it's fine, whatever, I don't care. More than we're supposed to have, technically. We have these weird light things I've just never done anything with. Although they're potentially... There was something I wanted to... Oh, it was these, because we keep getting monsters spawning in here. which don't live very long. The sun comes out and they die. Sometimes they get mushed. I don't think there's any just... There's probably some stuff in there, but I don't know where it is. That's just filling up, so this is almost full. We're interested in turning it all... We have like 2 boxes. 2 double boxes full of paper here.
Oh.
We just haven't got to it yet. Haven't done anything with it.
Okay.
So that plus, you know, whatever the whole system has. It's a whole big thing. It's all stuff to think toward. Yeah, so... Build a house is later. I'm putting it off till we have every material we'll ever have, because then we can build a cool house. That's the reason I haven't done it. It's not that I don't care and never build houses. 12 potions, we'll look it up and find out what we're supposed to do. Sort Midas out, that's a relatively easy thing, but it's going to take time, so we'll do it all at once. And expand villages is going to take a lot of time, so we'll see what we get as we try to do that. A lot of materials. Yeah, it's going to be huge. For now, we're out of time this time, so we'll split, and, yeah, we'll just see you next time when we do probably one of those 4 things, whatever it is. So, see you then. Bye.